hottest freestyles to interviews with the biggest artists in the world. It's Just Incredible and DJ Sourmilk, the LA Leakers, live from Los Angeles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you know what it is, man. It's Power 106. It's that Liftoff show every single night. Just Incredible, holding down for my brother DJ Sourmilk. The gang is here. I've got Roddy RIcch.
Come on, man.
On the show tonight, man.
Come on, man.
My brother, you're looking good, my man.
Appreciate it.
I ain't got a chance to, see you in a minute, man. Just on the gram, on TV. I see you doing your thing, man. I'm happy for all the success, man.
Appreciate that.
How's life been for you, my bro? Like, I just see, I know it comes at you fast, man. And you're in the studio, and you're a family man, and there's a lot going on. How's everything been?
A good energy.
Yeah.
Feel me? Just good energy, keeping it up tempo.
Yeah.
Handling business way better.
Man.
Making way better music. You know what I'm saying? Just in a better headspace for sure.
I mean, you always making fire music. I mean, let me run down some of the hits since we. You got records like Ballin'.
Yeah.
High Fashion.
Yeah.
The Box.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going. Racks in the Middle.
Yeah, it's all good.
For the Gang. Late at Night. I could keep going, but I really, on behalf of all DJs and us as a radio station, I want to say thank you, man, because it's like, for us to play this music, being from this city, it's really like waving a flag, and it's a family thing. It feels like that, man. So
appreciate that.
I know how hard you work, bro, and I'm always just proud of you, man.
Thank you.
From the sidelines, whether it's I'm tapping in on the gram, shooting you a text.
Thank you.
I really love watching your journey, man.
Thank you.
We getting ready to drop the Big 3 on people. Or it's out now. It's out. The Big 3,
there
right?
You go. There you go.
I want to talk about each song, but let us start off with real talk, man. Gang.
Yeah.
Gang.
Yeah.
You and Mustard, man. Talk to me about, creating this record, because I think this is right on time, man.
Yeah. I feel like, we just felt like, and me as an artist, I just feel like, at times a lot of people forget about my artistry. You know what I'm saying? And they forget about, what we've contributed to the world. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like at this point, and the first line on the song is real talk. Let's get straight to it. You feel me? Like, a nigga just at a point in life where I feel like I need to just get straight to the point. Right. With a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of just where that came from. And we just kind of just going beast mode. I feel like it's very few of us, but it's Jay-Z said less is more. It's plenty of us, you feel me? So just keeping that mindset and just always being like, it's a very selected few of us that need to get the work off him.
Well, that's right. I mean, you're so important to the game. You were one of the artists that really brought a different sound too. Definitely. Fresh out the box. You know what I mean? Like, I just remember hearing songs in the studio that was like, you was pushing it, it's like, you're from Los Angeles, you're from Compton, you represent LA, but at the same time I was getting, feels, and I was like, I could play these records all over the country. Right. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like your mindset going into record it's bigger than West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Right. How are you approaching music right now? I
feel like that's just who I am. I feel like that's just the person I am. I'm more of, I'm definitely from an area, but I feel like I don't limit my mentality or my mindset to just being regional. I always knew whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to just do it at the highest level, and I'm going to reach, heights. My mom, she give me big ups all the time, and just not being fearful and flying to all these different places and meeting all these people, and I just feel like that's always been the person I am. Right. Just whatever business or whatever company or whatever a nigga would be able and blessed to do, I feel like my mentality always just being that I have to be open to definitely just being larger than life type thing. Yeah.
I didn't get to talk to you on, the last album release, man, and there was a lot of fire on that project that I really, really loved, man. I was running that Hibachi record. I know you had the Kodak Black collaboration.
Yeah, shout out to Kodak 21.
Yeah. What was it like working with, let's talk about both of them. What was it like working with Kodak Black?
Really, both of them guys really did me a solid and just sent it through. I was really in LA just tied in, but I feel like me and 21 had linked just on some, like, our birthdays is at the same time type shit. Yeah. So we just linked on that, like, he like, nigga, you gotta pull up to the birthday party, we gotta do something one day, and that's how our conversation started, been solid. We still tap in and shit. But Kodak, I spent a lot of time in Miami now, so I be running into him. Nigga, he pull up on me wherever I'm at the club. He pulling up on me. So being with Kodak is just be cool to be around young niggas that get it and fuck with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just deeper than the music.
Hell yeah.
Nigga pull out. You see a nigga in the streets and it's cool. It's just I like that type of shit.
Right.
So that's I can fuck with him. Yeah, I can fuck with him on me.
Did you? Would you say you learned anything from those two guys? You know, whether it's watching them perform,
I mean,
how
shit.
they move around.
You know, they became who they became before I ever was who I was. Even though I was who I was, I felt like the world knew them first. And Kodak is a very resilient person. You feel me? Like I feel like throughout a lot of adversity that Kodak has faced, he still overcame, and he's still one of them niggas. And I you know, he like one of the niggas in our generation that's really pushing it. And with 21, just from the outside looking in, I feel like he does his business very correctly.
Yeah, he does.
He kind of mirrored me I don't want to say, you know, I don't want to make nobody mad, but, you know, he handled his business like Hustle. You feel me? Where he owns his masters, and he's very smart about it. He real quiet too. Right. That's one thing I peep about 21. He real quiet, but
not a lot of talking.
But he handled his shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's things that I can respect about these two individuals. And everybody that I do music with, I don't just do music to stream or to get a record off.
No,
I feel like I just it's certain things that I fuck with these artists, and that's why I tap in with these guys. You feel me?
You brought up Hustle, man. Long live Nip, man.
Oh,
and I know how much he meant to you.
Yeah.
I remember, you know, being at a Powerhouse concert where he brought you on stage. Such an amazing moment. You know, several memories like that.
Yeah.
What was something you learned from Nip, man? Can you think of, you know, one thing that, you know?
I feel like his energy, bro. It just with Nipsey, it was more of an energy thing, and just always being thorough in everything he did. He wasn't a man of a lot of words. I feel like if he needed to explain some shit, it would be explained, but he wasn't a man of a lot of words. And I just felt like I always just wanted to make him proud at the end of the day. That was just like my thing with, even when he was around, it was like for the nigga to co-sign me, it just felt that much more sweeter because it wasn't a lot of niggas that he was really rocking with like that. Sure, or you see him in a picture with niggas like he was really taking his time out to put his arm around niggas. Like Bino was probably the only other nigga like that he really was fucking with on that type of level. Right. You feel me? So I just take that with pride, and I run with that for sure.
I know it had to mean a lot when y'all won the Grammy too, man.
Yeah.
So beautiful to see.
Yeah.
So beautiful to see.
Nah, for sure.
Now we dropping the big three.
Yeah.
Why right now, man? It's such a good time, man, getting into BET weekend here in LA.
It's just time. I honestly, all respect the BET, but I wouldn't like. It's just time.
Oh, it's just time.
It's just time for me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like at the end of the day, I feel like I'm one of them artists that people don't really understand. They try to put me in a box of like, oh, I wait and I do this, and really I'm an unpredictable type of nigga. You feel me? Like, right. I might drop and then I won't drop for 2 years, or I'll drop again or whatever. So I'm just really giving the fans what they need. I know it's a lot of people that want to hear from me, and that's what I'm here to do. You feel me? I'm here to talk to them people and just fuck with my peoples more.
I love that. I love that energy, man. You know, who would you say is the big three when it comes to artists of this generation? You know?
Shit, it's a few.
We can go five, but I feel like everyone always says top five. But
it's a few.
I mean, who are some of the ones that come to mind?
When you say this generation, you mean like you got to give me an age range?
I think like your generation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right.
You know, because I feel like, you know, Nips and the YGs and, you know, the Coles. Yeah. I feel like, you know, they've graduated.
But see, that's why you got to give me an age range, because it's niggas that's of my generation. They got popping, but they like older.
Okay.
That's why just let me skim it down a little bit.
Okay, so let's go like 20 to 25.
All right, cool. That's all right. I say me and Young Boy and Kodak.
I love that.
That's that age range right there.
That's a big three. That was exactly what I was looking for. That was exactly who I was looking. You know, the timeline I was looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If someone passes you the aux cord right now, what are you listening to? What are you playing? What's inspiring you?
Shit, I've been rocking with Boston RIcch. He out of Florida. He got a song called Keep This, and that's hard. It's one of the ones I feel like I fuck with him. 42 Doug and ESTG, Everybody Shooters too. I've been banging that. Shit, Kodak been coming off kind of crazy. He was good on the Kendrick album. That Silent Hill is cool.
Yeah, he went crazy on Kendrick shit.
Yeah,
he went crazy on.
Nah, you know how they be.
Yeah, no doubt. I got so much I want to talk to you about too, man. I want to get to the Post Malone record and everything too. We celebrating Big Three right now.
Yeah.
Roddy RIcch is here. I feel like you've had so many great moments, so many things that we're proud of, and I know mean a lot to you in the last you know 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Has there been like an I made it moment, like some shit where you were just like, damn, like this is life now? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like,
I get the question asked a lot, but I always say like, I just feel like I'm not gonna have that answer until I'm like 50 or 60. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna know what that moment is in this present time because I'm present here and I'm doing my thug, but it's like I just feel like I'm really on go right now. Like I'm in this zone to where it's just like, you know, I done had my ups and downs and I had my deep thought moments, you feel me? But at the same time, it's just like I'm on more of a marathon. I don't wanna overuse that word, but it just I'm on a marathon type thing. Like I wanna look back while I was smoking a cigar and really just think about that type of shit. Like, okay, this was a moment, this was a time, and shit. 5 years later, I did this. You feel me? Like, I ain't gave it enough time to really, you feel me? Like,
oh, we just getting warmed up. Yeah, we just getting fucking warmed up.
Type shit.
I love the energy on this Tootsie's record, man. Yeah. I mean, it's a fun joint right here. Yeah. I can only imagine what this video gonna look like. Talk to me about this track, man, off the Big 3 project.
Yeah, like I said, I spent a lot of time in Miami, so one of my favorite things to do is I go to Tootsie's, you know what I'm saying, after a long day or whatever.
Yes, sir.
Go to Tootsie's.
Blow a little bag.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool in there. I fuck with the owners and motherfucking, who my boy in there? George.
George at Tootsie's?
No, George is the nigga who no, George, he that's my nigga. 100%. Shout out to
right when you get to the
George.
spot.
Shout out to George. He be in there, and he give us a little back section and everything, and we be just in there vibing, you know, and they treat us well over there. They treat us good in Miami, really. Like, you know what I mean? So that's where the Tootsie's vibe came, and shit, just talking about my experiences in Miami and having fun and shit. Like, now these records, like, I really just want to have more fun with this shit. It ain't, you know, I done did a lot, so it's just more so it's just about just talking about my experiences and keeping that shit going like that.
It feels like that. It feels like that from what I've been hearing, you know, out the speakers, man. And you know, I couldn't help but catch the line on the track where, you know, you said catch me in ATL with my YSLs. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And that was, you know, that was before the hype. You feel me? Like, that was before the hype, bro. Like,
and I know you've got, you know, a great relationship with the team, you know, and Gunna and Thug specifically, and I definitely don't want to overstep at all, but I think about the freestyle you did when you came up here.
You feel me?
You rapped over Thug's beat, and we talked about like just how much, you know, his friendship and his music meant to you. Yeah. And I seen a tweet where, you know, you said like, free Gunna, you know, like y'all talk all the time.
Yeah.
Have you?
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard, cause sometimes like when I have my songs where I be like this a vibe, like I'll call Gunna, like he like the first person I think to call. Not, you know, like when we talk about rappers, like Gunna is probably the first one I call when I think about shit like that. So it just be hard at times like that, you know. And like I said, you know, I fuck with him real heavy, and I hate that certain situations happen. You feel me? I just hate shit. I just be hating shit. Yeah, that shit really be crazy. But
life moves fast, man. Yeah. Assuming you haven't had a chance to speak to either of them.
Yeah, I you know, I reached out to certain people, but you know, I talked to certain people that's within their group. But like I said, I just really, my message from them would just be to just keep them up in prayers, and anything that you could do to support them, you feel me, please do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, please be there for them while they need that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
them and their family.
Yeah, I'm not a person for to speak for them or whatever, because they gonna speak for themselves. Yeah. I just, you know.
I appreciate your honesty on that too. I know that's personal, man. And you know, does what's going on with that situation with you know, lyrics actually being brought up in court and things like that, does that make you kind of, I guess, think twice before when you're in the studio and say certain things? Like, I feel like for me, that would make me be like, oh shit, like I don't want to say anything that could be used against me in a way. Does that go through your head at all?
I feel like I've always been an artist of like double entendres, and I'm always a fan of those type of things. So I may say some shit and they gonna have to decode me. Yeah. They gonna call me Matrix when I go to court. You feel me? Like, that's the type of shit I'm on. You feel me? Like,
keep them guessing, my brother.
That's kind of like how I deal with that, and it's more fun that way, and a nigga could just make they viewers and they listeners think more that way. You feel me? Because that's just what it got to be.
No doubt, no doubt. I wanna put a round of just in time on the clock, man. See how many questions I can get in. Some quick questions for you in a matter of 60 seconds. So Roddy RIcch is here. Big 3 available right now. It ain't gonna go too quick. A little sip of something, man. This is a good time, man. We're on the Liftoff show. This is my brother for many years. I've had the pleasure of watching some of the come up, man.
Come on.
Yeah, man. Like
Appreciate
you said, bro, it's a big film out here. Roddy, I know you're going on tour here soon. What's on Roddy RIcch's writer? Anything that would surprise us?
Shit, Hennessy.
Gotta have some of that. Gotta have that.
Yeah, it's cool.
How about if you could change one thing, if you were president of the United States, what would it be?
Free all the niggas I know. Most definitely.
Amen. Do you worry about anything, Roddy RIcch?
No worries.
Love that. What's something you're most proud of, Roddy RIcch?
My son. Yeah.
Family man, fatherhood, bro.
My son.
Has that changed? Has that changed things for you? You know.
Help me with patience.
Patience, right? Talk to me about that word, patience. I hear that a lot. I'm not a father. I haven't had the blessing yet, but I hear that word a lot when it comes to raising children.
It just patience with everything that goes with them. You feel me? And just being very thorough in a lot of shit. So that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. Roddy RIcch, is the enemy of your friend your enemy too?
It depends on how close the friend we talking about. Brother, friend. My brother, if you're an enemy of my brother, you don't fuck with a nigga I eat with, I can't really eat with you like that. But if you just, y'all got some petty shit going on, I ain't tripping.
Let them handle that shit. All right, man, let's move along. Let's talk about No Mop.
Yeah.
Produced by London on the Track.
Yeah, my boy.
Where do y'all record this record, man?
Miami. Yeah.
Miami's a vibe to record music, huh?
Skyami.
Yeah. What do you love about it out there, man? I mean, I can only imagine.
Shit.
The weather.
Yeah, right.
The food.
Yeah, all that.
The beautiful women, right?
Everything.
It sets a different. Is it like that though from you, city, or do you have a?
I feel like I chose Miami because a lot of the times I watched OG Boosie, and he was saying that a lot of artists got to get out their city in order to, you feel me, get to another place of just being able to move and be free and certain shit. And I'm a homegrown nigga. I ain't from another place, and I came to LA, and I'm really from here. So it's just like, so it's like, it was hard for me to make the transition even going out there, and I ain't move like I don't have a house here. Like I have a house here. I go to Miami when I want to type shit. So it's like, that's how I just balance it. Like everybody come to LA when they get money. I feel like LA is just where I'm at. I can't leave LA.
This is really home.
Right. I can't leave LA, but at the same time I can take my vacations and my breaks in another place, and it's cool.
Do you remember the first performance you ever did? What that crowd was like?
Probably. Oh, you saying like famous? Probably. I performed for my mom probably before when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah,
like
okay.
That. Like shit like that. Rap for my cousins and my moms, and you feel me, shit like that. Like,
what was moms telling you at an early age?
A kid like 7, 8, trying to rap and shit like that. Like, but just keep going. Everybody was always supportive. Yeah. I feel like until I got older, it was like you got to do something, because I was getting into trouble, but I wanted to do rap at the same time. It was just like it didn't make no sense to everybody. So that's kind of where it got a little crazy. But for the most part, my mom is like my #1 supporter for real.
Love it, man. I love the family vibe, the family energy I get from you, man. It's so important.
You gotta keep it. That keep you grounded and
for real,
knowing who you are and shit.
For real. You've always been grounded, man. Every time we chop it up, you always have a great head on your shoulders, man.
Appreciate that.
Now full circle, because I want to say I read somewhere that, I don't know if you toured with Post Malone at one point, but okay, so you toured early with him.
Yeah.
Now we're about to hit the stage with a lot more hits, a lot more life has changed, man. Just talk to me about this concert, this tour we're getting ready to jump on.
Yeah, a lot of people may not understand, but Post Malone is a visionary, you know what I'm saying? Post Malone is one of them guys that like, he's seen this in me before the world kind of seen it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he took me on the road when I wasn't selling tickets necessarily and never was doing that type of shit, and he was one of the guys where he didn't need me on a Europe run, sold out, did his thug, and he just took me along with him for the ride. So it just like, I felt like, not indebted, but I felt like, I know a lot of people just look at it a lot of different ways, but I want them to see it as, this is one of my niggas. Like, I look at Post Malone like he one of the niggas that actually helped my career. So it's only, it's only right that I reciprocate the energy when it comes around and I got something to bring to the table. I feel like that's only right.
Nah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Have you learned anything, you know, from watching Post? I mean, this guy, just the stages, both of y'all rock, but it's like, you know, it's just unbelievable to see you two, that y'all both gonna be on the same stage. Have you learned something from Post on the road like that?
I feel like just being unapologetically yourself. You feel me? Like, because at the end of the day, he had all my niggas. When we was in Europe, I had all project with me, all the project niggas with me. You feel me? So it was like he had us drinking beer. You feel me? Just doing shit that was outside of our element. You feel me? And we just fucked with him and we did it. You feel me? So it just like with him, it was like we got to see his world, and I just fucked with the fact that he was unapologetically himself. And that's why everybody fuck with him, because he's so genuine, pure, and it's like that type shit. It ain't no.
No, it is what it is. It is what you see with him.
That's it.
He's like the nicest guy in the world, man. Yeah. The bigger he gets, it's just like he's the same dude every time I talk to him, right? It's just like it's refreshing because you know you hear stories, life changes people, and things of that nature. And man, it's a great reminder, man, to just be yourself, man. I love that about Post and yourself, man. It's really dope.
Appreciate that.
And now we got this song Cooped Up. You're back on the radio going crazy. You know, you and Post. How does this song come together?
He called in.
Energy, huh?
I need my boy. He called in. I need my boy. I'm 15 minutes. We going. Send it right back the same day, next day probably. That's how I be like with niggas I rock with. It ain't no time.
With the fam like
I'm
that.
Cutting it out. I'm cutting whatever. Mid song, cut it out. We on him. We gonna do that. Send it right back. We ain't. You know what I mean? That's how.
That's what people love about you, man.
That's how I'm fucking with him.
100%. Yo, that Post Malone, that Roddy RIcch tour about to be crazy. Y'all be looking out for that.
Yeah,
man.
y'all got to get y'all tickets. They selling out.
They selling out quick.
Yeah.
I want to talk about, you know, one of your latest performances at the Something in the Water Fest, right?
Yeah.
You're performing Die Young, and you tributed it to Lil Key, Draco, Nipsey, Juice WRLD, and a few others. Yeah. You know, is seeing so many of your peers pass away so young, man, is that making that song harder and harder to perform?
I feel like it just makes the message stronger, and not to use they juice, but it's just like, it just goes to show you that this is a song that, you know, it's gonna last generations, because the sad reality of it is a lot of these things happen to, you know, the younger people that's talented, and, you know, it just goes to show you that the power of music, and it shows you that, you know, we have to take our art serious, and we have to be able to put our message in a way where people can receive it and understand what's going on, and maybe we could change it. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm at with it. Like, because I hate to see it. I really just wish that we can change that cycle. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm pushing with it.
100%. No, that's a timeless record. That's like
that's the word I was trying to use. Yeah, it's like
we're gonna be listening to that forever.
Yeah.
And you know, that was one of my first introductions to you as an artist, and I knew right away, like, he's special.
Something different. Yeah.
He's special. He's something different.
Appreciate that.
Something different. You know, and then, you know, then we go to the Summer Jam and everything like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll let you talk about it. I don't want to get too into your personal life, but what happens, man? Because we're, like I said, as your friend and a fan, we're worried. We're like, nervous.
Oh, you talk about Gov Ball?
Yeah, is it Gov Ball? Yeah. Oh, it was Gov Ball. Yeah. It was then the next.
Summer Jam.
Yeah, Gov Ball. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I feel like it was just a misunderstanding, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we tried to explain certain things, and I just feel like what the police have to understand is that, you know, let's have conversations, and let's not throw out stereotypes and different things. You feel me? Like, that's kind of where I be at with it, because, you know, it just don't make sense. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna risk myself 400,000, 500,000 in the hole for trying to act hard and certain shit. So it's just like, let's have those conversations.
Right.
And if we gotta go down to the precinct to iron it out or figure it out, I'm all with that. But let me just handle my business first, and then we can get to it. But they just kind of was just
jump to conclusion.
Yeah, they was kind of over the edge about it, and you know, it just happened how it happened. But I really feel like it was just miscommunication, and they wasn't really trying to hear it too much. Yeah.
Appreciate your honesty on that. I was excited to see, you know, the next day you bail out.
Yeah.
Right, you're Is it Mustard? Is it Mustard have you on cam?
Yeah, Mustard was the first nigga to fly out and see me. That's what I'm saying. Like he really, that's really my nigga. You feel me? Like
shout out to my dog Mustard, man. Yeah. When we talking solid, it don't get more solid.
Yeah,
man.
for real.
Most solid dudes, man. And I love that brotherhood. And then we hit the Summer Jam stage.
Yeah.
And now the energy's going crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what a fucking... And then I see the chant. Like, that's what we on. I said, that's what we on. When did you make the decision? Like, I'm going to send a message when I get on that stage.
In the moment. I feel like it was an in the moment thing, and I just felt like they needed to feel it, because it's just like, at the end of the day, bro, I stay out the way. I don't bother niggas.
Oh, you really don't?
You know, so I just felt like they needed to feel that. They probably felt like assholes after that shit. You know what I mean?
So
that's just kind of what I'm real. I'm cool, bro.
I hope a lot of artists and people are listening to this, man. You gotta move differently. You gotta be careful. You know, I see
Most definitely.
I mean, it's dangerous.
Yeah, because I was seeing certain shit like, oh, he doing it, he presuming shit, and it's just like, yeah, I don't even know my mind. My mind, I think 3 weeks, a month ahead on this shit. So it's just like, don't ever try to play me like I'm just stupid or I move wild. You feel me? Like, just know it's just certain misunderstandings sometime in my situation.
Yeah. I'm glad that they get to hear you speak on that, man, because you, like you said, just having the conversations.
Right. Sometimes it did it,
Yeah, right. I seen a tweet, you said, gas price is too high, I'm getting a Tesla.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. Have you grabbed a Tesla yet?
I bought my mama a Tesla.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's dope, man. What color you got?
White.
That pearly white.
Yeah, white inside. I tried to drive it for a couple of days. This shit ain't me.
Is it different? I haven't gone, you know, I haven't gone electric yet, but with them gas prices being $8 a pop, I'm like, yeah, it's almost time.
Yeah, I bought the Ferrari and that motherfucker gas and battery. And so it's like a hybrid, I think that's what they call it.
So you can go either way with that's a hybrid, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but nah, you gotta have gas and you gotta keep it on the charger. It's crazy. Yeah.
Charge it at the crib?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. I gotta look into that. Maybe into the new year.
Yeah.
Treat myself going into the new year. Yeah. What was it like working with Ye on Donda? I love seeing it. It was one of my favorite tracks on the project.
Bro, that shit was surreal. I felt like that was one of my surreal moments in my career. Seeing him come up and what he stood on and what he represent. You know, the niggas that really care about this music shit and care about their artistry. I felt like it was a blessing to work with him, man. Yeah.
Y'all picture on that car, right? And then I think you came out at one of the listening joints, right?
Yeah, I was in Chicago, but I was chilling. I was chilling. I was cool.
Just laying low.
Yeah, I was chilling. I was there though.
Really, really fire track though, man. A great collaboration, and just knowing even like the misunderstanding. I feel like it was a misunderstanding when the Grammy moment and shit happened.
I talked to him about it though. I talked to him about it, and he understood where I was coming from, and he taught me some things that day too, just about just him and Jay. Like I ended up talking to Jay on some other shit about that shit, and you know they just schooled me to a lot of game and just allowed me to open my horizon, and just knowing that you know you gotta just work. You know what I'm saying? Do your thug to really stay honed in on you and what you do, and nobody can grade you. You feel me? At the end of the day, you your own.
In a sense of like, the accolades don't define what we do type shit.
Yeah. I just feel like, and I'ma always feel like this is just more so just, I feel like they don't really acknowledge, because, and this is something I was talking to the Grammy, I think it was like the commissioner or the guy who runs it.
I love that you really be having these conversations.
Yeah, no, I was just talking. I was talking to him. I'm like, bro, like, what you got on is like rap album of the year and shit. Like, where like rap is changing, you know. So you gotta be, if you're gonna create those categories and y'all are, you know, the highest level of music accolade or whatever, I feel like y'all should be up to date with these things.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
Y'all should be up to date with these things, and y'all shouldn't grade it based on a 1990 scale point. It should be like what's really going on in this moment in rap, because rap is an evolving, it's a beast. You feel me? It's an evolving beast. So it's like y'all got to grade just based on what's going on, You know, they changing the music business books, you feel me, every year because of streaming and because of different things that's happening. And we have to catch up on those things if we want to operate in the music business. So I feel like the music companies or not the music company, but the grade sheet or whoever they are,
right,
they should follow those instructions as well.
Absolutely.
We need to, you know, we need to grade based on the new way.
Yeah, I love that you had that conversation, was able to articulate it that way. I also understood the energy you were on, though. It's like, yo, you know, I'm young in this game, and a motherfucking Grammy is like what we're trying to get, you know? And Ye and Jay got 20s and over 20 of them each, and maybe more, two of the greatest of all time. So,
but fuck them. I ain't gonna lie, but fuck them. Like, at the end of the day, no disrespect, but it's fuck them, because it's like, we can't be, if we gonna be artists, we just gonna be artists, and they gonna come to us.
Absolutely. Oh, they always gonna come.
Yeah, that's what it gotta be, bro.
And like you said, being unapologetically you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both 100%. Creatively and personally and professionally.
Right.
A couple more questions for you, man, and I'll let you break out. We talked about Kendrick's album a little bit earlier. Yeah. Have you had a chance to talk to Kendrick in the last, year or two?
I haven't. In a year, maybe a year, yeah. I thought you was about to say when the album, but
I wanted to get your opinion on that album, of course.
Yeah, I haven't had my time to talk, but for sure we you know how it is.
Oh yeah,
it's cool. Shit, the album was cool. I listened to it, and it was a Kendrick album. It was a Kendrick body of work. I feel like it's just going to take some time to digest everything that was going on. I heard him talking about different personal things, and he was saying that he had writer's block for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Just writing the record and just getting his ideas and thoughts off. But it was a well put together album. I feel like the production was nice, and yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Great body of work. Something exciting for
good vibe, different vibe, yeah.
Different vibes for sure. And that's what music is all about.
That's what you need.
That's what you need, right? That's what you need. Billie Eilish, I read somewhere that you wanted to work with her. Have you had a chance to bring that to fruition at all, or speak with Billie?
I haven't talked to her or seen her. I feel like I got my eyes set on Ariana Grande right now.
Ooh, that Ariana Grande, Roddy RIcch collab.
Yeah, I've definitely been a fan for a little minute, and I just feel like I want to do something different. You feel me? When it comes to merging worlds and merging genres and shit like that. I like the way she do music. I like her octave, how she real high, and just certain things. I just want to see what we can make.
Yeah, man, that's an exciting moment. Yeah. It's an exciting moment. Something for us to look forward to. Yeah. Roddy RIcch is here. It's always a pleasure, man. I could talk to you all night, man. I just thank you for coming through.
Appreciate you, bro.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you. We're proud of you, bro. And the ever so talented, man. You got so many styles to you, man. It's just dope to watch the shit keep building, man.
Come on, let's keep going.
That Big 3 is out right now.
Go get it.
It's dangerous too. We got London on the track, Mustard. Who the second one? Sonic.
Out of Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Very dope.
From the start. He was doing Feed the Streets too. Yeah, he did a lot of shit on Feed the Streets too, and Antisocial. He did a lot of shit.
Come on, man. Roddy RIcch is here.
Come on.
You already know, man. It's Power 106. LA's #1 for hip hop. I'm just incredible. It's the Liftoff Show, baby.